What's up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's Blerd without fear. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, today's video we're going to be talking about Wolverine number 21 by Benjamin Percy and Adam Kubert. And in this video, we're going to be answering the question of what exactly were those X-Men robots that we saw in Wolverine number 20, as well as why the former X-Man Danger is after the briefcase that Deadpool stole from X-Desk. We're gonna talk about all this and more right now, but first, let's hit that intro.
You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy.
Okay, so this issue is played up for a lot of laughs. There's a lot of shenanigans going on, especially with the reintroduction of characters like Weasel, even like some hints and tidbits of the fact that we could possibly be seeing the death of Blind Owl before all this is over with. And we also see the return of Maverick, who has also been a bit of a mainstay lately on the Wolverine side of things as of late. But the main things in this issue that stick out to me that I feel bear the most interest are what we saw in the previous issue regarding those X-Men clones, and now we know exactly where they came from. Some of you may or may not remember, but in the pages of Wolverine number 9 and 10, it was revealed the Legacy House, an organization that basically puts all of the different superhero and supervillain memorabilia that they find, stuff that's left over from various battles and huge events in the Marvel Comics universe. They pick up all this stuff and sell it off at this Legacy House auction to the highest bidder. One of the things that was up for sale the last time we saw the Legacy House was Maverick, who was supposed to be a mind-wiped mutant, but also a depowered mutant. This was a way so that anyone who wanted to buy him, they could use him as a type of sleeper agent, a type of spy to use against Krakoa, because even though his X gene was deactivated, he still has access to Krakoan portals. So he could go places that normal humans couldn't. Another thing that was also up for auction was Wolverine's arm. Now, a lot of people wondered whether or not this was actually legitimately Wolverine's arm. How could he have lost this? Why would he not remember losing an arm and misplacing it? A lot of this was stuff that came up, and now we know why Wolverine had no memory of this. He had no memory of it because it's not his arm. Originally, when I saw this arm, the first thing that crossed my mind was not even so much that it was Wolverine's arm or where it came from. First thing that crossed my mind was that I thought this might be the arm of the Wolverine clone known as Albert, an android that was built by Donald Pierce of the Reavers, and a character we saw not that terribly long ago in Hunt for Wolverine. Now, this is not the case. It is actually some kind of a synthetic. It's not real. There's nothing but circuits and wires in there. There's no blood. There's no actual human tissue. Everything about this arm is synthetic. The claws aren't even adamantium. They're simply just steel. Now, where would this have come from? And it turns out there's a reason why Danger has been gunning for that briefcase. So all of this is going to kind of organically connect together. That arm comes from a synthetic version of Wolverine that was created by Danger, the X-Men's Danger Room that became sentient during Joss Whedon and John Cassiday's Astonishing X-Men back in 2005. And when Dolores got her hands on, well, Wolverine's severed hand, she had it analyzed by her tech department within X-Desk, and she said that they only came back with one word, and that was danger. I believe that she used the information that they gleaned from this data analysis and contacted Danger, which is how she ended up setting up a deal with the former X-Man, and she's very likely trying to broker a deal between X-Desk and Danger to get everything that she talked about in the memo that's revealed to us in this issue. She wants to get her hands on the technology that Danger has access to create synthetic mutants so that she can use them as spies, assassins, and even trying to use them as a way to hurt the reputation of Krakoa as a whole. Manufacturing conflict and putting mutants at the center of it, even when real actual mutants are nowhere to be found, because who's going to ask questions? They're going to see mutants and they're just going to assume they're real mutants. They're not going to sit there and question whether or not these are robots. They're going to see mutants and blame mutants. And it makes you wonder exactly why she's involved in this. Now, the reason why is because that briefcase has something within it that she either A, really wants, or B, she thinks is incredibly dangerous and doesn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. I actually don't think Danger is a bad guy in all this. As Wolverine even states during his fight with Deadpool, why would Danger not be on their side? Why is she against them? What's going on? Where are the lines anymore now? Everything is moved around. The bad guys are good guys. The good guys are starting to become bad guys because of what is in that briefcase, which is revealed to be something that looks eerily like herself. It has her coiled locks as what we are accustomed to seeing her with, and it even seems to have parts of like her hands, her feet. It seems to all be replacement parts or maybe even upgrade parts for Danger herself. Maybe even a potential way to make a new Danger. And if you look at the face of Danger here, it's one that has the patented Cerebro helmet placed upon it. I'm not saying that this is an actual Cerebro, but if it were, could you imagine Danger, a sentient Danger Room, having the ability to wield the power of Cerebro? It would be pretty intense. I mean, Danger is already a powerful individual in and of herself. Even though she's not technically human, she does possess superhuman levels of strength, durability, stamina, reflexes, agility, all that stuff, and she can create hard-like constructs. As we talked about in the previous video for Wolverine, she can also create and control any type of technological or mechanical form that she wants. So yeah, this would be incredibly dangerous in the wrong hands. And while they're trying to make it seem like Danger is the bad guy in all this, I feel like Danger is just trying to make sure X-Desk doesn't have access to this. Now, of course, it kind of seems like at first that she is, up to no good, that she's going to try and fight against Wolverine, but I think she's only just trying to defend herself or be ready for an attack. Once again, Danger kind of already knows Wolverine is no match for her by himself. I mean, hell, it took the entire X-Men squad to take her down the first time that they did battle with her. And from what we can glean from the information that Deadpool gives us about how he happened upon the briefcase, while it seems like Danger and Dolores are actually working together, it seems like this is just some kind of a reluctant deal that happens to be convenient for both parties. Based on Dolores' memo about how she could potentially use Danger's automatons since they are so authentic looking and wanting to use them in such a way to hurt the reputation of Krakoa, maybe Dolores was trying to work out some kind of a deal where she gets the briefcase with these parts that Danger so desperately wants, and Danger gives her access to the synthetic mutants that she can create. If that's the case, then Danger is a threat here. That said, Danger does seem to be of the belief that Dolores set her up, because these automatons that Wolverine and Deadpool have been killing, they've been coming directly from Danger. But I still stand by my original statement. I don't think Danger really has any interest in whatever it is that Dolores Ramirez wants. I think she just wants those parts back for, once again, the same reasons. Maybe to keep them out of X-Desk hands. She probably feels that X-Desk having those is likely more dangerous than her just simply giving them what they want. It's a leap in logic and a lot of mental gymnastics and acrobatics, but I can kind of see the logic here. Them having access to the parts of Danger herself could potentially lead to them eventually creating another Danger. If Danger just simply helps them, giving them what are, in all likelihood, synthetic mutants that they would likely have no hope of reverse engineering into another version of her, she probably sees it as the lesser of two evils. But yeah, I don't think Danger is at all the bad guy in this. Though I do think it would be interesting to see Danger around with Krakoa, because Krakoa has this whole anti-AI thing going on right now. You remember what they did to the Smileys in Hellions? Makes me wonder if word got around about that to Danger. But anyways, that's really everything I want to talk about with Wolverine number 21. I do find the pairing of Wolverine and Deadpool interesting in this just because, they're really doubling down on the enmity between Wolverine and Deadpool, at least more on Wolverine's side of things, but also inserting Maverick back into the scenario is definitely going to make things really interesting going forward for this. But really, the one character involved in all this that I'm the most curious about is Danger. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought about Wolverine number 21. Keep it plus ultra and sound off in the comments.